Every creature in Riddick universe explored, movie, game and comic. Hi, this is Simon and welcome to another marvelous video. From the icy wastes of UV6 to the scorching deserts of Crematoria, the Riddick franchise has introduced us to an incredible array of alien beasts and monsters. Some are deadly predators that stalk their prey with cunning and ferocity, while others are peaceful herbivores that roam the landscapes in search for food. In this video, we will explore every creature that has appeared in the Riddick universe, from the terrifying mud demons and hellhounds to the elusive but deadly Bioraptors. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through the fantastic world of Riddick's creatures. Before we go into our explanation, we do have a very small request. If you like our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thanks, and let's begin. Bioraptors. The movie Pitch Black establishes the Bioraptors as the cause of a massive extinction event on planet M6117. The planet is quite unique in the sense that it has 3 stars, resulting in perpetual daytime of approximately 22 Earth years. However, every 22 years, the planet within this exostar system, they align in such a way that M6117 experiences a nighttime period lasting several months. This cycle provides the Bioraptors with the opportunity to emerge from hiding and attack other organisms on the planet. The reason why they only emerge at night is because they are extremely sensitive to light, and even a weak beam of light can hurt them pretty seriously. That's some vampire stuff going on with them. Their physiology reminds me of dragons, but their strange head is what makes the creature unique. In fact, Bioraptors are believed to practice cannibalism. If you're even remotely interested in these awesome otherworldly creatures, you should check out our video exploring Bioraptor anatomy and life cycle. Mud Demon. Appearing in the movie Riddick, the mud demons live on the scorched planet called Novella. They remain dormant beneath the surface of the ground or in the bodies of water until the onset of the planet's monsoon season. At that time, they emerge from their hiding places and become active, seeking to prey upon other beings. The reason for their sudden activity is their dependence on moisture, which requires skin to remain wet at all times. Mud demons share certain characteristics with scorpions, reptiles, and even amphibians. They come in various sizes and possess all kinds of weapons, like razor-sharp teeth and prehensile tails with 3 prongs, which is used for seizing and impaling the prey. Since they love being underwater, they have evolved breathing holes in their tails. Their bite is venomous and can paralyze their prey, with juveniles posing a greater threat than adults due to their inability to regulate venom injection. During the dry season, adults of this extremely aggressive species tend to be solitary ambush predators, using their raised tails to hypnotize prey before striking. However, during the monsoon season, they may attack in groups to overwhelm their prey. Much like Bioraptors, cannibalism is also observed in the mud demons. Hellhounds. Hellhounds in the Riddick franchise are depicted as genetically engineered animals that are hybrids of lupine and reptilian DNA. They were specifically bred for their speed and strength on a planet called Cantor Borealis. Over the years, the SLAM security network from the franchise has been adapting their Hellhounds for use in the penal system, particularly for security purposes in correctional facilities. In Crematoria SLAM facility, Hellhounds are periodically released to control the prison population and for the amusement of the guards. During feeding times, the Hellhounds indiscriminately attack and devour any inmates who are unlucky enough to not reach safety in time. These large quadrupedal predators stand at around 6 to 7 feet tall at the shoulder and change color when enraged or while attacking. Hellhounds are known to be extremely aggressive and possess heightened senses, along with the ability to move quickly and silently, making them adept at tracking and hunting prey. One of the unique abilities of Hellhounds is their capacity to see in the dark, enabling them to navigate and hunt effectively, even in low light conditions, which is similar to how Riddick's eyes operate. Although Hellhounds are sometimes utilized as guard animals by mercenary groups, they remain a mortal threat to all humans, and much like wild animals, they cannot really be domesticated. Having said that, Riddick has a special relationship with Hellhounds. He can communicate with them and train them to some extent. Riddick's jackal. Riddick's jackal is a dog-like creature that lives on his planet. When Riddick found him as a puppy, he used him as a test subject to see if one could survive the venom of a mud demon. Turns out the little pup survived and even developed an immunity to it, so Riddick started injecting himself too. As Riddick fought against the demons, he left the pup behind in a cage, but the pup followed him and became Riddick's pet. Riddick grew fond of the little guy and trained him to obey his commands, sharing his food and everything. Sadly, the pet jackal was killed while protecting Riddick from Santana, but I must agree, the jackal was quite intelligent for its age and species. I mean, when Riddick goes to fight the mud demons in their lair, the jackal, still a pup, manages to escape from its cage and follows Riddick. Alien vultures. First things first, so the alien vultures were never officially named in the Riddick movies, but the working script addressed them as alien vultures. So these creatures are native to an unnamed planet and are basically scavengers and love to eat dead stuff. While they possess wings, they have no feathers, and their beaks are not toothless, leading to their classification as reptilian rather than avian. When Riddick shows up on the planet and gets betrayed, one of these alien vultures starts munching on his hand that was sticking out of some rubble, but Riddick was not having any of that, so he choked the vulture to death before it could finish its meal. Bioslug. Bioslugs are a species of bioluminescent worms that are found exclusively on planet M6117. Whether they are in their larval or adult stage is still unknown. These creatures possess natural luminescence that helps them to avoid the Bioraptors that also inhabited the planet. During the exploration of the planet, Abu al-Walid, Jack and Carolyn Fry discovered bioslugs within a cave. They captured some of these worms by placing them in bottles and utilized their bioluminescence to provide light when their torches failed. Apart from this, there is no additional information on their behavior, ecology, or any other characteristics. Crematorian arthropod. In the dark, underground tunnels of the treacherous planet Crematoria, the harsh planet with 52-hour-long days, there lurks a mysterious creature unlike any other. With its spine-sporting exterior and knobby, menacing appearance, this beast has no known name, and even the legendary Riddick himself fails to recognize its species. But despite its fearsome reputation, these Crematorian arthropods are actually a prized delicacy, perfectly edible and hunted by the daring yellow men. Rumor has it that these cunning hunters sell their catch to the guards, who use the creatures as part of their everyday prison rations. Boiled to perfection, the arthropods reveal their stringy, pale white meat, which is rare and not at all coveted treat for those desperate enough to venture into the depths of the Crematoria's dangerous tunnels. UV6 creature. On the desolate planet of UV6, a creature of sheer wrath roams the frozen tundra. Towering above a human in size, this bipedal beast is covered in a coat of white fur with a long tail trailing behind it. But don't let its soft exterior fool you. This creature is deadly, with sharp claws on both fingers and toes. Riddick crossed paths with one of these fearsome creatures and lived to tell the tale. In a battle for survival, Riddick fought tooth and nail against the beast, using its wits and brute strength to come out on top. But the UV6 creature is not to be underestimated. With laternal eyes that can see in the infrared spectrum, it can spot its prey from miles away. Trison. Of course, the Trison gets its name because of 3 large horns on its head and bioluminescent markings on the forehead. Towering at 7 feet tall, these 4-legged beasts are herbivores and travel in herds, making them a prime target for predators, for anyone brave enough to trifle with them. They use their long, muscular tails to defend themselves and their herd from any potential threats. Despite their imposing size, Trisons are skittish creatures known to flee at the slightest hint of danger, but if cornered, they'll fight back with all they've got, shaking off any predator who dares to cling to their herd. While the Trison may not have made it to the final cut of the film, the mercenary station P7 boasts a collection of their impressive skulls as proof of their existence. And with Riddick dragging a haunch of Trison meat on a sled, it's clear that Trison meat is nothing less than a boon amidst harsh conditions. Shrils. The Shril are another group of bizarre creatures with a taste for poison and a love of luminescence. These creatures have 4 tentacle-like limbs, each one sharp enough to inject their victims with a deadly melting poison, reducing the victim to nothing but goo. Strangely enough, as deadly as they might be, their bioluminescent bodies that radiate a stunning array of colors, which makes the Shril a sight to behold. And a center of their gyro-shaped body lies their brain. Anatonia Chillingworth, a woman of questionable taste and the villain of the animated film Dark Fury, kept at least 2 of these dangerous creatures on her ship called Kublai Khan for her own twisted entertainment. But for anyone else, encountering a Shril is a fight for survival. One misstep and you could be nothing but a puddle of goo on the ground. Dwellers. Beneath the Butcher Bay Correctional Facility lies the Pit, which is basically a toxic wasteland housed by a disfigured dwellers. These mutated humans are extremely aggressive, attacking anyone who's not one of their own. Emasciated and almost feral, it's unclear if they've retained any shred of their humanity or sentience. But how did they become like this? Well, the Pit's toxic environment has taken its toll on these unfortunate prisoners, who were initially too unruly to be kept in the actual prison. Dumped there by guards as punishment, it is believed that prolonged exposure to the waste caused their grotesque transformation. But when Riddick entered the Pit, he proved to be more than a match for him. He managed to kill close to 100 of them. Xeno. The Xenos lurk cavernous underground lairs and wait for their unsuspecting prey. Quite strangely, they have a voracious appetite for human heads, so much so that they would leave the rest of the body untouched, with two front talons from scaling walls and a prehensile tail that can rip off a human head with ease. Their aversion to fire only serves to drive them in a frenzied rage, making them even more deadly. And to make matters worse, they have venomous glands in their mouths that they use to spew poison onto their victims. Adult Xenos are powerful but slow as compared to their younger counterparts, who are more nimble and cunning. The young Xenos live in a symbiosis with their elders and serve as hunters. They nestle on the backs of the adults much like baby kangaroos and use their agility to seek out prey. These creatures have green blood coursing through their veins and sleep upside down from a ledge, gripping tight with their tails. Brax. The Brax is a large cybernetic beast that serves as a bloodhound on the Khan. With their massive size and strength, they required a team of handlers to control them. When given a sample of Riddick's blood, one Brax relentlessly tracked him down, dragged its handler along for the ride. When a group of mercenaries encountered the ferocious Brax in their pursuit of Riddick, they opened fire on the Brax, but despite their firepower, the Brax devoured them whole. However, a well-timed blow to the head of the Brax is sufficient to kill it. Moths. The Moths are small and elusive creatures that live on Butcher Bay planet. These creatures possess 4 wings and emit vibrant bioluminescence, casting an eerie glow on their surroundings. However, they are not earthly butterflies, and when provoked, they secrete a powerful hallucinogenic toxin. This toxin is so potent that it could be harnessed to create lethal poisons and even addictive smoking substances. The Moths' unique properties make them both valuable and dangerous, attracting those willing to take the risk for the reward. Space vermin. These quadrupedal aliens from the planet Algae Prime are oviparous, with a tough carapace protecting their back, legs, and flat tail. The space vermin have red eyes and sharp-toothed mouths that are a menacing sight to behold. These creatures are the ultimate survivors, capable of thriving in even the narrowest passages of a spacecraft. Their distinct squeaks are a constant reminder that danger can come from even the smallest of beings in the galaxy's vastness. As for their home planet, it is characterized by vast expanses of water, with only a limited number of island clusters visible above the surface. Despite this, the planet boasts breathtaking scenery and a serene atmosphere. However, the water on the planet is toxic. Cetacean. The Cetaceans were massive creatures, unlike anything seen before. They roamed around the land of M6117, towering over everything in their path. Although their name suggests that they were aquatic, they were actually land-dwelling herbivores, using their long legs to move across the planet's terrain. However, the peaceful existence of the Cetaceans were abruptly ended by the arrival of the Bioraptors. During the planet's solar eclipses, these fierce predators would emerge from their hiding places and hunt down any living thing in their path, including the gentle giants that once roamed the planet. Unfortunately, the creatures were never featured in the movie Pitch Black. Algae, welkfish. These strange creatures lived on Algae Prime and appeared in the game The Chronicles of Riddick: Assault on Dark Athena. With its sleek, sinuous body and razor-sharp teeth, this fish proved to be a major menace. But hey, there was a plus side to them. For those brave enough to catch it, the reward came in the form of a fish's meat, which, when properly smoked and paired with sweet carnivorous chili seeds, turned out to be something of a delicacy. However, before they could be cooked, the algae whelk fish had to be detoxified. Urso giganticus, or simply Urso, is a large, furry wild animal that resembles the shape and size of a human. They are native to the planet UV6 and are known for their aggression and homicidal behavior, making them dangerous to encounter. Urzos travel in herds and migrate between altitudes during seasons, relying on fish as their main source of food. Riddick was able to craft a knife using one of the creature's claws. So, these were more or less the most important creatures of the Riddick universe, but this list would be seriously incomplete without a few few special mentions of those creatures who did not appear for long in the various media, but are equally fierce as the rest. Sulfur eel. Sulfur eels are edible eels that are native to the planet of Novella. They get their name from their place of dwelling, which is usually sulfur pools. Spitfire. As a company ranger on Sigma 3, Riddick was tasked with the duty of eliminating the formidable Spitfires, which are basically big and slimy lizards that can spit venom and have motion sensors in their eyes. Furian Anthropoid. The Chronicles of Riddick's third movie had plans for a creature called Furian Anthropoid, designed by Patrick Tatopoulos in 2004. The anthropoid looked pretty similar to a huge muscular creature with 4 limbs, sharp teeth and dreadlocks. It's unclear whether the design will be used in the upcoming movie Furia. However, a statue of the Furian Anthropoid can be spotted in the behind-the-scenes DVD bonus feature creation of New Mecha, where movie creator David Tui is present. So that was our list of every creature that ever appeared in the Riddick universe, which features a vast array of creatures ranging from the fearsome and deadly to the strange and otherworldly. Whether you're a fan of science fiction, action, or just creatures in general, the Riddick universe has something for everyone. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.